Altawil.
Sorry if we ruined that name.
Yeah, no kidding. Who was watching television next door. Photos and videos taken by neighbors show much of the front passenger side of the truck was smashed in by the impact. So I think, Josh, you're going to post up the video or the link for the news story on our page?
Yep.
All right. Neighbors say police who had been following the driver were on scene immediately and tried to get him out, but people watched in horror as the truck caught fire. Honestly, I can't rest because I couldn't help this person, said Houri Aljaf, who lives next door. He said he ran toward the truck, hoping to pull the driver out, but officers told him to stay back because it wasn't safe. Well, no shit, the truck's on fire.
Duh.
Sunday morning, Aljaf said he still hadn't slept. I feel I'm inhumane, he said. Inhumane, he said. I have feelings inside. I feel like I didn't help. I didn't save this person. The medical examiner has yet to release an official cause of death, and the Clackamas County Sheriff's Office is handling the investigation. For now, neighbors are left with horrific memories and a tree that bears scars of a wreck that proved fatal. That was someone's son, brother, father, husband, said Wormington. It was a life. All lives are important.
Explain what happened, Carl.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So last night we decided that we were going to have this little mini meetup for rattle cans. Just kind of something to get everybody out of the house. And this guy, he pops up out of nowhere. Red Dodge Dakota pickup. And it said on the back tailgate, I remember big white letters that said text. Or don't text and die or something like that. I don't know. I'm sure someone that's there will say something about it on the check-in there. But the guy got out, and like the group was really remorse. You know, he came over to us and he said that he lost his daughter, and it was some years ago, and he'll never stop looking for her. Dude was obviously drunk. I mean, hammered, stammered, slurring his words. Schmammered. God, and he got in the car and he just started driving around the park, chasing people down, stopping them, trying to get out. Then he blocked my buddy Randy in at Dole Beach. Okay. The road runs, he was facing north on the outgoing lane towards the river, and Randy got his hands, when I showed up, Randy has his hands out the window. My buddy Josh Cooper, he's like a couple ways down the road, and he's listening to everything that's going across the CB radio. I'm on the phone with dispatch. The dude's standing there, presenting a weapon in his coat. And we're
like he actually had one on him?
Like he had his hand in there and he had it around something. So I don't know exactly, that from what I remember seeing, that was it. Oh, it was text and die. Thank you, honey. Yeah, that was on the back of his. Ironic, huh?
Right.
So anyway, I ended up hauling ass down the road. I get to my friend Randy. He's got his hands out the window, the dome light in. The guy is screaming at my friend Randy, telling him, I've got a gun and you've got my daughter. I've got a gun and you've got my daughter. This is where it gets nutty. Okay, this is where it gets nutty. It's squirrel shit, all right?
All right.
I pull in, I back up, and I broadside the truck to me, just in case dude had pistol. Mine was right there in the door. We were ready to go. I look at Randy, I'm all, dude, just go, fast, go. And we started hauling ass down the road. I don't know how many car lengths. Well, he's about 3 or 4 car lengths behind me. Just tearing down that road. And then I guess, I'm on the phone with dispatch, and they're like, oh, just sit up at the text and go, okay, we got a guy who says he's got a gun at large. You think I'm just going to sit one freaking spot?
Right.
So I'm listening to dispatch tell me about it. And then the officer calls me, and he's like, hey, yeah, okay, how long are you going to wait there? I'm like, what are you talking about? I just told you the entire story. You want me to wait here? And he goes, yeah.
Yes.
And I said, well, how long do you think it's going to be? And so he says, I don't know, probably about 20 minutes. 45 minutes later, shows up. And the first words out of my mouth, and I felt like shit after saying it too. The first words out of my mouth was, evening, officer. That guy's nuttier than squirrel shit. And he goes, and the way he put it to me, man, it really hit. He's like, God, he's dead now. I was like, oh, crap. So, it was, I don't know, I might catch some backlash for that one, but it's definitely, don't drink and drive. Please.
Right.
Don't. And that is in it. I mean, the guy came to us twice, and he was stammering the whole time, back and forth. It's terrible.
This is awful, Carl.
Right. And then I was quiet the whole way home. I think I talked to Antone on the way home.
Go on.
And then I sat in the truck pretty much the entire time, just silent for the most part.
Go on.
We pulled into the driveway and I just sat there.
Go on.
And then I got hungry for faces and hands.
All right, fair enough. So there it is, folks. You heard it first right here on BV Nation Radio, live on VRS. You actually had one. So we had one local news agency already post a story. That's where we got the story from.
Yeah.
And then you've actually had another one trying to get
two.
you. Oh, you've had two different
I've had
local
two
stations
now that is trying to
get
get a hold of me to find out what exactly happened that night.
for a full-on interview. So you heard it first. Yeah, we got exclusive. Got exclusive right here in the studio. Boom. Mind blown.
Yes.
So, anyhow, normally we do this. Okay, well, Albert's checking in. You doing music requests? We already got our music lined up, Albert. Phone ringer was off. Yeah, I've been trying to get a hold of you on Skype, brother, but that's all right. We'll give you a shout back here shortly. And Aaron checks in. Night News. Carl hit me up on Facebook for that beer.
You got it, brother.
There you go, man.
We'll see you soon, man.
So, alrighty. So with that, we're going to go ahead and cut into our music break. And when we get back, we will go ahead and be picking up with our outdoor portion with very special guest and Mr. Sasquatch researcher, Mr. Todd Niess. So we will be back.
Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of a lightning strike. Sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away. Pistons pumping, minds are racing. It's hard to sleep, man, when I'm shaking. Bad news surrounds me. It's always found me creeping up when things are good. Yeah, the dark days find a way. Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of a lightning strike. Sometimes the only light when the moon is tucked away. The camera captures all the things that make us turn from what we see. It's always rolling, it don't stop rolling. I haven't slept in 3 damn days. Yeah, but who needs that anyway? Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night.
right, everybody. That was good old Cody Jinks with Loud and Heavy. I love that jam, dude. That one's so awesome.
That's a pretty good one.
Good.
It is. I like that one. I heard that one on iHeartRadio here the other day. I was like, dude, that's my new jam. So, all right, moving into our outdoor portion of the show this week. Want to go ahead and welcome onto the show our special guest and good friend of mine, Mr. Todd Niess. Mr. Niess, how we doing tonight, buddy?
That's Staff Sergeant Niess to you, buddy.
Hey, that goes two directions there, brother.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Outstanding. Yeah, glad to have you, dude. So, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your organization, man. What you got?
Well, my wife and I are co-founders of the American Primate Conservancy, which is a nonprofit research group looking into the Bigfoot phenomenon. And together we've been doing this for, over 30 years.
Wow, so it sounds like you guys got some, definitely some good field experience in the field of it then.
Oh yeah. We're constantly out in the woods, and if we're not doing something locally, we on occasion do some fairly major expeditions in the Pacific Northwest. Gotcha.
Now I know we kind of had a little questionnaire set up that we sent you here the other day, and looking through some of the pictures and whatnot, I saw that you actually had that what is that? The picture of that vessel that you actually had set up for, what is that, Operation Team Sea Monkey?
Operation Sea Monkey was our last major expedition. Kind of a euphemistic name based on the fact that we decided to try something completely unconventional when it comes to this research, and that was to try to approach this from a nautical perspective. We contracted a 50-foot trawler, the Plottawa, out of Campbell River, British Columbia, off of Vancouver Island. And we traveled, I think, over 140 miles up into an area called the Broughton Archipelago, which is over 90 uninhabited islands between the mainland of British Columbia and the northern coast of Vancouver Island.
Gotcha.
And, yeah.
Now, you had said something in your in our pre-show production stuff that we actually talked about in the questionnaire that we sent out to you. Now, you guys said that you had another expedition coming up that way. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
We do. We plan to do a second phase of this in late September, and the reason we choose that time is due to the clam tides coming into season up there. We work with a First Nations bush guide that actually lived up on one of those islands for many years. And there's just been a ton of reports coming out of those areas. And in fact, when the clam tides come into season, Tom Seawood, our bush guide, says this is when our people go out there. When the water's cool and the dioxin dies off and we can eat these clams and harvest them, that the bears will go out, the grizzly and the blacks will go out and dig them up, as well as the Sasquatch or Bigfoot. And there are just scores of reports out of that area.
Gotcha.
And so the first trip up was more of a expeditionary recon, if you will, to look at the viability of the area. I've actually got a team up there right now that is, as we speak, heading into those islands. We've got forward-looking infrared as well as a helicopter that's working along with them. And so, yeah, we're looking forward to getting back up there.
Nice. So this is more of a research expedition. I mean, it's more just to, confirm the